See, I lost disconnected for a moment. But I'm back on. Nothing, you didn't miss a few things. Alright, well, let's see what's going on inside the house.
Pierce, shall we enter?
One moment. I kind of want to see what the back of the house has to offer. Because this is a big mansion. That is his shack. You know what? Let's go. No time wasting here. Alright, let's
take
go.
a look inside.
I'm with you.
Okay, that shadow right there in the background already looks freaking ominous. Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the garden and the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker. Still faithful to his employers, keep watch on his place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley emerge to calm him down, and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Wonder where can the fire possibly be? I didn't see any sign of it outside.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Careful, man.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
That they seriously needed to rethink of what they were eating.
What kind of meat is this?
I got a feeling I don't want to know. Sea creature?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Looks like he threw a fit.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Interesting. Then his mom.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Interesting.
Hey, here. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Alright. Oh, don't tell me it's raining. Don't tell me it's rain. That is a horror movie scene thing. If it is already raining.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too
Let's see
late.
if I can find something the cops missed.
Well, this is gonna be terrible.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Yeah, that I already knew.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Huh.
They had a fight. Why?
That's a good question.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Boy was here.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
I see.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
There's one more thing I feel like I'm missing. Boy. Chair.
Did someone escape the fire?
Intriguing.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
Oh, that makes it a whole lot better, doesn't it?
Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
And
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
interesting.
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
It's possible.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Hey, Rat. As ominous as ever.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
You know that the Hawkins
Dated
were among the
1818.
wealthiest families on the island?
I don't like the feeling of here. Picture of the family.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Interesting. Not the book, the environment. That's a sinister looking bus. They just had dinner. Why would have a tea set ready? The husband sat here, most likely because of the bottle. Wife here. Son over there.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Interesting.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
What's this? The human compatibility. This is interesting.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
What's with the skull, though?
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Not exactly a kind of book I want to find in a place like this. Mostly because I don't want to have to fight something like that. This is their desk. Perhaps it'll be useful.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Also goddess of witches or magic in some areas of belief. Interesting.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified the clientele. I know that she meant no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Alton Wellard. Huh. I'm sure that's real good. Maybe I should go back to the officer for now.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Yeah. Also ominous.
Locked.
That's not good. That already gives me bad vibes. This is the boys' room.
The boys' room.
That's what I just said.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Interesting.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Well, those drawings don't seem too promising. Creature with no face. Creature with many arms. Pincer-like teeth. Sharp teeth.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Interesting.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
Something bad?
Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Well, I'm done being in here. Honestly, I am pretty scared for something to jump out.
What will her room reveal about her?
So far, nothing.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Damn. Sounds like her bathroom might be more useful. Damn.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Oh, dear Lord.
This door is locked.
Okay, time to hurry to the officer.
Did you hear that?
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Huh.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Well, second floor back there wouldn't do any good.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Yeah.
dated 1818.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside.
Well, that ain't good.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Interesting. Well, this is getting a little crazy.
This door is locked.
Damn.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Looks like it. He's all the way in Egypt.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
I about saw everything I could think of. Maybe I've unlocked some new dialogue with the officer.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
To know what you can be looking for. Books everywhere.
Locked.
Locked doors. key. Well, this would be useful.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Well, if it's her room, is this her room?
This door is locked.
Wait. Scratches. Okay, that is not good. What the hell?
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fated brought us together. Forever it will bind us.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Huh.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away in the on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I'm begging you to send me some new paintings. The last one, so sober and strange, moving as no one other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your package or your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximum L. Okay, I'm done. After finding a room like that, I should be done.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Really?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
Well, where am I supposed to go now?
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Hopefully nothing too sinister.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh crap.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Ah.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Oh. Oh.
Is anyone there?
Don't ask if anyone's there. No one answers, you should already be closing that door and leaving. Oh god. Oh gee.
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
Well darn.
It looks like an old Seaway map. This globe seems to have been part of some
Do you really
mechanism.
think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
Where was the city of Cthulhu again? Where are we? We're on a boss, right?
Doesn't work. I must admit, as if the bookcase has been moved several times.
It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Well, I wonder why too.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Huh. They all go to the same spot. Well, before I continue this, I'm going to examine that older room. Our supplies scattered Art supplies. Well, I guess I know how this goes. According to this, or going to the map I just saw, it should be Boston.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Seems like this came from a log.
Let's see. Monday. North 42. With. Okay, let's see if this works. Or maybe we should skip to the last.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce.
I don't feel too happy about it. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of a fire revealed the secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place, looking for proof when the hooded man leaped into Sarah's Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting. The detective and police officer set off after him. By following him into the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passageway. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion. This can only go downhill.
The secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place?
3 seats.
Look. Someone's been here recently.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
That is a good question.
What is this mask supposed to represent?
Sad thing is I already know what it represents, and I'm not happy about it.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Interesting. Where do I find it? There it is.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone? Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
Interesting.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Darn.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
Darn.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Darn. Well, that will probably be it for today. Just to let you guys know. Thank you guys for watching. And this is Amok speaking to you all for Nevermore. Remember, have a good day.